Harihi Om. Today we will discuss on verse number 24. It is also a wonderful sloka, and I was happy that the classroom was open and someone was listening to previous day's class, and my voice was coming. So I was very happy that before class, at least you were listening, trying to listening. Though it was the first that today I'm going to discuss sloka number 22 or something like that. Whatever. Let's start. प्रकाशोऽर्कस्य तोयस्य प्रकाशोऽर्कस्य तोयस्य शैत्यम् अग्नेर्यथोष्णता शैत्यम् अग्नेर्यथोष्णता स्वभावः सच्चिदानन्द स्वभावः सच्चिदानन्द नित्यनिर्मलतात्मनः नित्यनिर्मलतात्मनः. Together. प्रकाशोऽर्कस्य तोयस्य शैत्यम् अग्नेर्यथोष्णता स्वभावः सच्चिदानन्द नित्यनिर्मलतात्मनः. So, prakasha, expression, you can say, but here the actual meaning, the implied meaning is luminosity. Luminosity. Prakash. Whose prakash? Arkasya, of the sun. Then Shaityam, coolness. Of whose? Of what? Toyasya, of the water. Ushanata, heat. Of whom? Agnehe, of fire. Those are the swabhava, nature. Likewise, Satchidananda, Nitya, Nirmalata, existence, consciousness, bliss, eternity, purity. किसका नेचर है? Whose nature it is? Atmanaha, of Atma. So here, sixth case has been applied. Arkasya, like Narasya, Ramasya. I think you can remember. Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha. Ramam, Ramo, Ramaha. Ramena, Ramabhyam, Ramaihi. Ramaya, Ramabhyam, Ramaihi. Ramat, Ramabhyam, Ramebhyah. Ramasya, Ramayoho, Ramanam. Rame, Ramayoho, Rameshu. So Ramasya, of Rama. Arkasya. Arka means Surya, sun. Arkasya, of the sun. Toyah akaranta punglinga. Toyah means water. Toyasya of the water. Agni is like Muni Shabda. Munihi Muni, Munaiha Muna, Muni Muni Munin, Munina Munipyam, Munivi. Mm, in that way, sixth case is Munehe, like Agnehe, of Agni. And Atmanaha, Atman Shabda. Prathama Ekvachanam is Atma. Main noun stem is Atman. Nakaranta Napumsakalinga, neuter gender, and their first case is Atma. Sixth case is Atmanaha. Sixth case, singular number, is Atmanaha. So just as luminosity is the nature of the sun, coolness is the nature of water, heat is the nature of fire, so too the nature of Atma is eternity, purity, existence, consciousness, and bliss. Clear? See how easy the Sanskrit is. Just see how you will do. In that class itself, I try to teach you Sanskrit, how independently you can read any sloka. So, yatha prakasah arkasya sabhavah. Yatha prakasah arkasya sabhavah. Yatha shaityam toyasya sabhavah. Yatha ushnata agnehe स्वभावः तथा सत चिद आनंद नित्य निर्मलता आत्मनः स्वभावः. Clear? What a wonderful see. Prakasah means yatha you have to add to know the meaning. Yatha just as prakasah luminosity arkasya svabhavah is the nature of sun. Yatha shaityam, the coolness, toyasya sabhavaha is the nature of water. Yatha ushnata agnehe swabhavaha, as if the heat, producing heat, is the nature of agnihi. Tatha, so too, Sat, Chit, Ananda, existence, consciousness, bliss, Nitya, eternity, Nirmalata, ever pure, Atmanaha Swabhavaha is the very nature of Atma. Clear? So, now little bit discussion. Whether it is the human personality or the plant specimen or animal entity, no one wants to die or suffer any agony and pain. Nobody. And that was the question of Yaksha Prashna. Yaksha asked the question to Yudhishthira that what is the most wonderful matter आश्चर्य, सबसे आश्चर्य क्या है in this universe? He replied, they, that everyone is dying. Each and everyone is dying. We see, we go to the cremation, but we can't believe that we will also go there. That is why we take preparation that day after tomorrow there is a marriage party, so this sari will be there. With that, this necklace suits, this earring, this handbag, vanity bag will be there. But we never take the preparation for our ultimate destination, for our death, bodily death. We never take the preparation because we can't believe that we will die. We don't dream of our. If we dream, we become horrified and we run to the astrologers. See my hand, please. What happened? That is the Assyria. No one wants to die or suffer any agony or any pain. Instead, there is a positive effort at all times for the, acquisition of knowledge and the enjoyment of pleasure and for the self-preservation of the individuality. Nothing can remain away from its dharma. Dharma means essential nature. There cannot be cool fire or dark sun. Cannot be. Yes, when the full solar eclipse happens, the sun becomes dark for a moment. But it's not dark sun. So the thing is, every object must express its own essential nature. The sun is luminosity itself, self-effulgent, Swayam Prakash. And this is amply evident from its effulgence, Prakash. The heat of the fire is well known, and no one has come across a cold ball of fire. No one. Cold ball of fire, have you ever seen? But once I went to a party, there they offered me fried ice cream, and I remembered Vedanta. Ice cream and fried. So no one has come across a cold ball of fire. Similarly, if at all, Atma is to be defined in terms of its nature, we can only say that it is that which is eternal, nitya, ever pure, nirmala, and existence, consciousness, bliss, Satchit Ananda. Now, little bit intellectual jugglery. If I am firm that I am Atma, what will happen? I am ever free from sorrow, pain, agony, mm, mental disaster, depression, anxiety, doubts, all such things. If I think I am Divakar, if I am think I am Ahankara through ego, I am never free. As Asangatvat, for untouchability, nature of untouchability, Asangatvat, nothing can touch me because I am Atma. So I am free. Because of Advaitatvat, because of the nature of non-duality, Atma is Swayam. Atma is Swayam. Clear? So, Asangatvat, Advaitatvat, Atma is Satyam. Except Atma, everything is Mithya. Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya. They are not really there. So how they can affect me? Can mirage water wet the sand? क्या मरीचिका कभी बालू को भिगा सकता है? Please write it in your mind in a golden words. Okay. As Atma, I am ever free. As Ahankara, I am never free. As Atma, I am ever free. As ego, as Divakar, I am never free. Body has a lot of problem. Continuously, it gives problem in Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya. Everywhere problem is problem. Always problem. Doership, kartritva is itself is a problem. As an individual, ahankara, as an individual ego, as an individual divakar, chaitanya, I am never free from problem or sorrow. But naham brahmana, naham sudraha, naham sannyasi, naham brahmachari, naham sannyas sansari. I am Brahman. As Brahman, as Brahma, I am always free. In the entity called body, in the entity of body, ever free Atma and never free Ahankara are mixed up. Is it clear? In the name of, in this entity body, the ever free Atma and never free Ahankara is mixed up. So to discriminate all those things, viveka, the right discriminating faculty is needed. For that, you need a lot of vairagya, positive dispassion, intellectual dispassion is needed. If it has happens, there is always moksha. There is always freedom, liberty, salvation. The doership, enjoyership belong to intellect, buddhi, not to the Atma, because Atma is avikari, with free from any modification. So what is the nature of Atma? In that sloka it has been discussed. That Atma's nature is free from any superimposition. Free from any superimposition. Just as the nature of sun is illumination, nature of water is coolness, nature of fire is heat. What is svabhava? Nature. That we can tell prakriti. So instead of svabhava, you can use prakriti. That without which a thing will cease to exist. That without which a thing will cease to exist. That is called svabhava or prakriti. Likewise, the nature of Atma is existence, Sat, consciousness, Chit, and bliss, Ananda. According to Vedanta, Ananda means Ananta. Bliss means infinitude. Because where is there is finitude, there is dukkham, sorrow. According to Upanishad, Yo vai bhuma sa sukham. Bhumaiva sukham. Bhuma eva sukham. Nalpe sukham asti. Chandogya Upanishad. In little bit, in finitude, there is no happiness. What the happiness comes, it's just an illusion. Atma is ever pure only due to dharma dhyasa. It looks dirty. Like crystal and cloth. I gave the example that there is a red cloth or orange cloth. Now there is a market of orange in India. So suppose there is orange cloth and above that a crystal, pure crystal. If we see from little far, we will think that it's an orange crystal. But there is no connection with the orange cloth and crystal. But because of dharma dhyasa, कपड़ा की धर्म क्रिस्टल की धर्म की जैसे लग रहा है. The nature of cloth, the color of cloth, the attributes of the cloth is superimposed on the crystal, and crystal appears as orange. Likewise, the attributes of body, mind, intellect, five vital air, everything, it appears as Atma's attributes. Dharmadhyasa. Yesterday we discussed. If you forgot, then please go to yesterday's class. Atma is Sat Chit Ananda. In this art, what the existence we experience, that is the manifestation of that existence, the same existence of Atma. The consciousness we experience, that is the manifestation of that consciousness. Suppose the pot, if it gets broken, then we can understand that pot had no independent existence. There was only clay. Clay was manifested in the form of pot. The pot is dependent, but not the clay. Clear? So first we have to clear our concept. The total existence is manifested in name and form. When that name and form gets distracted, then existence go back to the unmanifested condition. Knowledge manifests in intellect. When I tell that I don't know anything else, sukhena maya nidra anubhuyate. But aham na janami, I don't know. That is the abhas, glimpse of chit, consciousness. That is called chidabhasa. This is nothing but the manifestation of chit. Now anandam, pure anandam is infinite. But there is the manifestation, manifested form of ananda. Nature of Brahman, ananda. Suppose if someone gives you the blanket in the winter, in the morning of winter, it gives the anandam, and that is the glimpse of Supreme Ananda. And that manifestation, where the manifestation of Ananda, where it happens? In Anandamaya Kosha. Nobody tells you your happiness alone. People will tell that I am not interested in knowing that I am happiness alone. I want to be happy. Everyone wants to be happy. So what the happiness we talk about in general sense, that comes and go, that comes and go. So according to Vedanta, it's mithya. The sukham we think, हम लोग जो कल्पना करते हैं, what we experience, that is the abhasa of infinite ananda. That is the glimpse of that infinite bliss. Vairagya, dispassion means consciously knowing what is temporary bliss, happiness, and what is permanent happiness. That is the actual meaning of dispassion, detachment, everything else. Vairagya ka yahi matlab hai. To know consciously what is temporary happiness, what is permanent happiness. Unmanifested sat or existence is manifested in object. Unmanifested chit or consciousness manifests in living being. And unmanifested ananda or bliss is manifested in me. But that manifestation is temporary. What is happiness? It is a conducive thought. Non-conducive thought always gives me sorrow. Suppose you like paneer, and I have cut a piece of potato in a shape of paneer, then I have fried it in such a way, then I have cooked it in that way, and I have offered you that as paneer, and you thought, oh, it's a paneer. When you give a bite, oh, it's a potato. I don't like potato. How it will be? Suppose 6 months old baby waiting for its father. Father will come from the office. Whenever he sees his father, he becomes happy. The small baby. So if one day the father comes with the mask of a tiger, it was not conducive for the baby. It was not wanted for the baby. And he started crying. And whenever the mask off, oh, he is my father. This is nothing but the play of thought. Whenever the conducive thought, conducive thing comes, we become happy. That is the difference between, Eastern philosophy and Western philosophy. Eastern thought process and Western thought process. Western people are paristhitiwadi. They always want to fix the problem. Oh, problem happens, fix the problem. Problem happens, fix the problem. And Eastern thought process is regarding manasthiti. Eastern philosophers teach us to repair your mind instead of the situation. And Western people, they're very much intended to fix the situation, not the mental condition. So you have to know that I am Anandamaya. Other than everything will be sorrowful in our life. Hari Om Tat Sat.